If you haven't heard by now, Treyarch recently buffed the Maelstrom shotgun. Not only did it get a damage increase, but now we also have double tap, which one of the augments will literally double our damage. So let's finally take the Maelstrom in game and see just how good it is. First things first, here is the class that we're using this game. Secondly, who hasn't heard of the Maelstrom getting buffed? I have seen this thing all over Reddit, all over Twitter, all over YouTube, but yet every day I still get comments. Donuts, you gotta try this out. Donuts, do you know about this? Everybody knows about this. In fact, I used it on a recent live stream that you can go check out. It was a good live stream. I was doing all of the zombie snacks Easter eggs. Hello, Janus Security, why can't I shoot you? Now, I am using the incendiary rounds, the Dragon's Breath rounds this game. I don't know exactly how good that's gonna be, but it's gonna be nice to get the numbers so I know just how much damage it's doing. It is really silly that this gun went from like the worst in the game to like the best in the game. I am a little bit worried about our point gain because headshots are not easy to do with shotguns, but I'm sure we'll be fine. And I'm sure you've noticed we only have it gold, even though I think this is one of the best golds in zombies, or I guess really in Call of Duty in general. I love this gold. It's unfortunate we're playing Terminus because that means we're not gonna get double tap before round 25 unless we get really lucky with a free perk. But if a gun isn't that good without double tap, is it really a good gun? Although I think we'll be fine. This thing is dealing like 40 tick damage, which is quite a bit on round 4. And of course, the reason we're playing Terminus is because it's one of my favorite maps in Black Ops 6, and it's the one that I think is best to test out these weapons on because you're using your weapon for most of the Easter egg, but also because we're using Dragon's Breath. If I'm remembering correctly, Dragon's Breath is effective as an elemental weakness against Patient 13, so we'll be able to keep Deadwire on and be able to inflict both electrical and fire damage during the boss fight, so I think that's going to be really good. I do find it really heartwarming that I'm using tac stance a lot, and a lot of you beautiful people are like, Donuts, how do you get your gun to go sideways? What build is that? Why do you use tac stance? And then I'll get some comments like, oh my goodness, tac stance is so much better, so good. So I'm glad we're all enjoying it. I really liked it back in Modern Warfare 3, and I'm really liking it here in Black Ops 6. And we do have enough salvage to get Deadwire, so I'm definitely going to get that. And I'm going to use this XM4 to get some bonus points so we can pack a punch our shotgun. Beautiful. That is going to help us out quite a bit now. Yes, there we go. Our tac stance crosshairs are even smaller. And there's one electro box, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the FOB, the fob. Let's go. In this recent buff to the Maelstrom, they gave it a headshot modifier. It's like 1.5 damage. So headshots do deal more damage now, which is not the case with the other shotguns. So it's very interesting. In fact, part of the strengths of the shotguns now that double tap is out, we are running double standard, which is going to double our standard damage. Part of the reasons that made shotguns so strong is because shotguns were balanced around their standard damage because they're shotguns. And so I wonder if double standard is still going to be the way to go with the Maelstrom, or if it'll be double impact if you're aiming for headshots or something. I'll have to do the math. Speaking of doing the math, let's insert this and take a look at what we got. X equals 0. That's nice. So that first one is 11. Second one is 28. And the last one is 32, I believe. No, it's not. Oh no. You guys saw nothing. You guys saw nothing. It's 38, not 28. And then it's 32. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We'll get some jug. I would be running turtle shell, but Patient 13 will one-shot you if you're running turtle shell. So it's not always the smart decision. Oh, and I do want to mention, at least as of recording this video, I'm kind of pre-recording some videos for the future of this week. At least as of recording this video, there are a couple augments still not working. I mentioned it way long ago in the nail gun video. Yeah, it's still not fixed. Although if I were to guess, I would guess that a fix would come out this week. But the reactive armor of Jug is not working. When you save and quit and reload, your PhD slider doesn't move anymore, or doesn't work anymore. And there are a handful of other things that just aren't working. But those are the major ones that I know of. And if I thought I got a lot of comments about using the Maelstrom shotgun, I've gotten even more comments about those specific augments not working. And by the way, look at the tight hipfire spread. I use the tight hipfire spread augment for Deadshot, and just it's so accurate now. That's so good. We're definitely gonna be able to get more points with this. Getting those headshots really easily. Look at that, 128 damage. That's not bad. Oh, but the burn damage is 160, so it's even more. So I think double standard is gonna be really good. But no, I know a lot of people might have the misconception that like, oh my goodness, Stones, if you don't make a video about it, Treyarch doesn't know to fix it in regards to the augments and everything. And that is not a mindset that I subscribe to. I am of the belief that the people who make the game want to make the best game possible, and when something is broken, and more importantly, when thousands and thousands of people online leave comments on YouTube videos and forum posts, I am like 99% that the people at Treyarch will receive that message. If I were to make a video, it would be more so for the people, for you guys. But seeing as a lot of you guys already know what's up, I am kind of in a weird spot. I don't know if I should make one. I mean, I don't think I'm going to, because it would just be, guys, these things are broken, don't use them. Okay. I did do that with the Lightmend augments, but that felt a little bit more hidden, a little bit more behind the scenes, I guess. But so many people use the reactive armor jug augment. I feel like that's very, very well known. Same thing with PhD. Those are like the top 2 most used perks in the game. But I apologize if I let you down by not making that video. I don't know. It's just hard to tell, hard to gauge what videos to make at what time. Although I gotta say, this shotgun is still being so good. And this is not the first buff that this shotgun received either. It got a buff somewhere before the Shattered Veil came out, and there was a specific augment combination like with Cryo Freeze, Dead Shot, and Death Perception that made regular hits into critical hits that gave you back a ton of ammo, so it almost made the Maelstrom a little bit more usable, but then they just went crazy with it with the double tap implementation too. So it's great to see things getting buffed. It's always good to have evidence against those crazy people who think Treyarch is anti-fun. I mean, just take a look at this. Look at this. We've got this whole horde here, or this little mini horde. This is usually really stressful. I mean, you just nick somebody with a pellet or a dragon's breath shot and they're done for. It's awesome. This might be a gun worth going to round 55 on. In fact, I've seen a lot of your clips because I recently I made a post. Oh, let's go Epic Ether Tool. Nice. That's why you always open up those things on Terminus. It's so good. No, I recently made a post asking you guys to send your clips into my Discord, which is the link in the description, and you guys have done so. So you guys better be looking forward to some sort of like best zombie clips or zombie reaction type thing from me soon. I don't know. It's a new thing I'm trying. And I'm really happy with our Discord. We are nearly 6,000 members strong. Lots of people talking zombies, being all polite. If you need help with a game, there's specific channels for that. I'm really proud of that Discord. But now that we have the Beam Smasher, I think, yeah, the key card's here, so we can get that going. Let's get rid of these parasites, and then we can shoot this for the hard drive. Thank you very much. And all I want to do now is wait for double pack-a-punch so we can go defeat Nathan. I love it when the hard drive is right there. It makes it so easy. And we've got, I think that's 4. Right? Yeah, I think that's 4. 8 and 3. Cool. 4, 8, 3. I just heard a mangler, so we'll see if we actually do elemental damage. We do elemental damage. Nice. At least it's given the appearance of elemental damage. We're dealing so much headshot damage that the fire effect isn't even taking place yet. This is awesome. And right here, yes, that's good. We got a beginning of the round double points for once. I appreciate that. I mean, I guess it was closer to the beginning of the round, but I do kind of want speed, cola, and at least PhD. So we might go one more round before you fight Nathan. We just got a wonder bar. Probably should be proactive about opening up Nathan. And you know what? Might as well do this free perk Easter egg while we're down here. And we have enough points now. We can go grab some PhD slider or PhD flopper. And I thought, yep, we've got an amalgam, and now we don't. Oh no, this thing is gonna be too powerful, isn't it? And it dropped a chopper gunner. Let's go. And we have enough for speed cola. We actually have way more than what we need for speed cola, but I want to have enough points so we can get a max ammo during this fight if we need to, and we can take out this mangler. Oh boy. And that is how you do a free perk and elemental pop. All right, it's not double tap, but it's going to give us bonus elemental damage, which will be good for Nathan. Speaking of which, I bet you he feels lonely. Let's go let him out. Hello, Nathan. What was it? Oh, no. Okay, get out of here. It was 483, I believe. Yeah, let's go ahead and unlock you. Now, I think in the live stream that we did during Zombie Snacks, we were able to defeat Nathan before he even left this platform. So I guess we'll have that to compare to, which I don't think that's going to happen yet. It doesn't look like it's going to happen now, but this is still really, really good. Look at that. I bet you I didn't even need to stop. Now, that's with elemental pop, remember? I usually don't do that with elemental pop, but man, man, that was a lot of damage. That might be too powerful though. And that's a whole other topic that I know a lot of people don't like talking about. Is it possible for zombies to be too easy? Is it possible for you to be too powerful as a player? A lot of people straight up, no, it's PvE. You can't be too powerful. There's no such thing as being overpowered. And to that, I've got to so wholeheartedly disagree. Games are meant to be skillful and fun too, you know, they're supposed to be power fantasies on some level, but also knowledge and tactics and skill should be valued, and we just got Vulture Aid from a random drop. Look at that. And I've noticed with Black Ops 6, especially with double tap coming out, it feels as though the game might be a little too easy now. I know that's weird to say, because there are definitely a lot of you who still struggle with the game and are like, Donuts, I still can't do this, I still can't do that. And you know, you play a public match and oh my goodness, people can't do a whole lot of things without going down. So does the game need to be even easier, or, you know? And I've spoken about this at length multiple times across the channel, but I think it's relevant now with double tap and especially using this gun, because Cold War, at least after its life cycle, when we had a whole bunch of these tiers that we unlocked, you basically, if in Cold War, if you don't know, you basically had all of your augments activated at all times. And so playing those Easter eggs got to the point where you were just kind of going through the motions and there really wasn't any skill or strategy that you could do that was wrong. With the exception, of course, of the Legion boss fight in the Outbreak Easter egg, and I don't necessarily like that. I like in Black Ops 6 how when I go against the Guardian, I still have to be on my toes, and when I go against the Z-Rex, you know, I still have to be attentive and aware and plan out my strategy. I like games that hold you accountable because that gives you a sense of overcoming something. If the game just is easy all the time, then it's basically like a playable movie or something, you know, there's no skill to overcome, there's no mental engagement for me. With Doom of the Dark Ages coming out this week, I'm gonna steal a quote from one of the design directors over there. The power fantasy earned is far better than the power fantasy given, which means if you earn the power fantasy through skill or time or whatever, that is way more satisfying of a gameplay loop than just the game giving it to you for free. The problem with that is that isolates a lot of quote-unquote casual players. But as I always say on my channel, I love it when something is a skill issue, because if it's a skill issue, you can overcome it and you can get better. But if it's something inherent to the game that's broken, that's bad because you can't overcome that. So if you have a skill issue, that's great. And this is something we talked about at length back in Modern Warfare 3. I remember getting so much smoke. Speaking of smoke, I got so much hate because there was a glitch in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, where with the incendiary rounds, believe it or not, they dealt like crazy amounts of damage, It made everything basically a one-shot. You could like one-shot the Abomination in Tier 3. It was terrible, but everybody loved it. Everyone said the same thing. Oh my goodness, they need to keep this all the time. This is how it should be all the time. But personally, I just don't find that fun. And it's not just me. A lot of other people don't find that fun either. I know a lot of people had a very similar experience to myself when it comes to Easter eggs of zombies. A lot of you guys did Cold War and Black Ops 6 and you're like, oh my goodness, these are the best Easter eggs ever. But then you go back to Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 and those older games and you're like, oh, these Easter eggs, one, they're not as difficult as you think they are, but two, they have so much more depth and challenge and complexity. It's so much more rewarding to do those. And so I encourage you, what up, another epic ether tool? I encourage you to try your best to branch out and challenge yourself. Personally, the reason I started doing Easter eggs in Cold War was because I really wanted to take YouTube seriously, and so I made myself do that, and it's made me that we killed that amalgam so fast. It's made me become such a better zombies player to this day. But I think it's time to leave. I think we should focus on this Easter egg now. It's crazy. We're at round 21. We're at the final step of this Easter egg. We're going to get triple pack-a-punch soon. We're going to get legendary tool soon. And we are how many minutes into this video of Terminus, and I have yet to call out how stinking breathtaking it is. Just look at those cliffs. Oh, I love it. I missed my buoy. That's how beautiful the map is. It's amazing how There's vehicles in this map and islands and all of this water, and it still, to me at least, feels like a classic zombies map. And by classic, I don't mean like a map from Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2. I mean like an instant classic. Like, oh my goodness, this feels right. But it's time for everybody's favorite step of this Easter egg. And especially with this shotgun, once we turn around and have to kill everything, we're gonna be able to kill everything. We don't even need to rush. It's crazy. Hello, Mangler. Goodbye, Mangler. And then, of course, we're gonna use the pro tip, throwing the smoke inside the room. That's such a great tip. I love it. Makes it so consistent to get this diffuse every single time. And the last one, just throw it in there. Beautiful. How do you guys do this step? I know I always buy smokes, but I haven't seen anybody. I need to watch someone else's gameplay. What do you guys usually do for this step? I heard somebody say that they don't do any equipment. They just diffuse until they get hit, then they run to the next one, then they defuse that one because it holds the charge for a little bit of time. What other way? I've never done it any other way. So what other way is there? Oh, perfect. Up double points at the beginning of a round. Let's go. We're dealing 512 damage. Is that per shell? I think it is. Oh, it definitely is. That's really good. And then that's going to be doubled. We're going to be dealing about 1024 damage when we triple pack-a-punch it. So let's bring the pack-a-punch down here. And then we're going to upgrade this to a legendary rarity, which is going to be another 50% damage. So we're going to be dealing nearly 1500, about 1500 damage per pellet of this shotgun. And how many pellets do we have here? Let's see. Let's shoot the wall here. Oh, it's so hard to tell. I think it's like 8. I think that's 120,000 damage per shot. Let's see. Let's triple pack-a-punch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8. Okay, so how much critical damage are we doing? 1367. Wow. Multiply that times 8. I can't do math, but that's at least 80,000 plus another 20. So yeah, it's about 100,000 damage per bullet or per round or whatever. Now, I don't know exactly when you're seeing this video, but I'm working on a very special spreadsheet comparing all of the DPSs of all of the weapons in Black Ops 6 Zombies as simply as I can. So you might have seen it already, you might have not. Like I said, I don't know what video I'm gonna release first. And if my calculations are correct, that means this is gonna have one of the best DPSs in the game. Now, it also very well could be that some of the pellets are grouping together and that 1367 is like 2 pellets together. I don't know. Either way, this is without double tap yet, and it still feels really, really good. And there's round 25. Let's head to the back. I love that spawn in animation. Let's get ourselves some double tap, some more perks, and we're like 55 points short of our final perk. Nice. I should probably get tier 3 armor before we go, but also I want you to take note of the body shot damage that we're doing now. Let's see this guy. Okay, so 1600. That is more than our headshot damage. So it is, with double tap, double standard, it is more beneficial to shoot the zombies in the chest and not critical kill them with this shotgun. This is nuts. Any other gun back here, this would have felt impossible to survive. But nope, you just shoot them all here and we're good to go. All right, I'm gonna make this jump and I'm gonna try not to take any fall damage. All right, we're gonna dive off the side. Nice, into the water, not to the shallow water. Let's see, what do you got for us? Nothing. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are gonna keep our dead wire on our ammo mod because the fire damage should count as a fire elemental damage against Patient 13 naturally. So we can basically have 2 ammo mod effects or 2 elemental effects in this boss fight. And I think we're ready to go. Let's jump on over to this island, get ourselves some Casimirs, go on back inside this beautiful, beautiful base. Look at this. Oh, go on upstairs, get ourselves some tier 3 armor, flip the round, and I think we're ready for boss fight. Yeah, we got everything we need. Oh, we got a gobblegum, 2 of them. We've got Who's Keeping Score and Tactical Diffusion. Okay, nothing too great. I mean, those are pretty good actually. But now let's see just how fast we can take care of Patient 13. Let's get a clock on the screen, and here we go. And the clock has started. The clock has started. I am immediately let down because I really thought that fire damage was gonna count towards this first thing. Unfortunate, but that's okay. We can still take care of him really quickly. Look at him. He's almost done with this first phase. He is done with this first phase. Let's go. Okay, he wasn't done, but he is now done. That is unfortunate. Not off to a good start. 30 seconds in-ish. But now the Maelstrom against these tentacles, pretty good, pretty good. It's going to be great for taking care of those pesky parasites. And normal zombies are not even an issue. Look at that. That's so good. And he's back. He's back. We've got a max ammo. Let's keep going, keep going. He's switched out. Really want to get him down to his tentacle phase. Oh my goodness, look at how much damage we just did to him. This tentacle phase is going to be nuts. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Okay, it's not as nuts as I thought. Wow, he's already done with this phase? Let's go. All right, we made up that time. Hello, Amalgam. Goodbye. What? No way. That's crazy. Did you guys know about this? Why did you guys tell me about this Maelstrom shotgun? This is so good. No one told me about it. Not a single comment. Didn't get a single comment about this shotgun. It just deletes everything right away. Wow. I do wonder what this is going to be like on high rounds, though. Does it stay this crazy powerful, or does it drop off? Oh, there's another Amalgam. Where is he at? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's not here anymore. We've killed 2 Amalgams by the time patient 13 is showing his face again. And there's Opal. There's Opal. Nice. All right, let's get his tentacles are his weak spot now. Okay, not anymore. Not anymore. Look at him. Look at him. He's almost dead. That's crazy. This thing might be too strong. Oh, no. This thing might be too strong. Let's Ether Shroud. Oh, he's got, here you go. Watch this. Boom. Oh, sorry. Here you go. Boop. There we go. Hey. All right. Clock. That was around 3 minutes, 10 seconds-ish. I don't know. Editing donuts, you can throw up the time up there. So yeah, the Maelstrom shotgun might be too strong. I'm kind of conflicted here because aside from the D13 sector, that was probably the easiest boss fight we've ever done. And not just the boss fight, that was like the easiest game of zombies I've ever played. So should they nerf this? No one's gonna think they should nerf this. Nobody agrees with you, Donut. Stop talking. Here's a more interesting question. How many kills do you have with your Maelstrom shotgun? Send that link in the description. Comment below how many kills, look into your combat record. How many kills do you have with this brand new overpowered shotgun? And if you want another weapon that is crazy fun to use after a recent buff and double tap, you might just be sleeping on one of the most fun marksman rifles in Black Ops 6. Be sure to check out this video and stay beautiful.